Welcome back, race fans, to the 2021 Diecast Racing Olympics. 32 drivers. We got the same racing format, but this time we'll announce gold, silver, and bronze medals for the top 3 finishers. They've come from around the world, so let's roll. Driving Roger Dodger from Vulcan Raceway, Sharky. Driving the 68 Roadrunner from the Cliff International Raceway, J.D. Elst, newcomer. Dale Taylor from Hillbilly Racing is driving the 68 Challenger, and the returning champion from Gravity Track Grand Prix, driving the Mazda RX-3, Matthew Parisi. The keys to victory: win the lap, you get bonus points when you do. Don't DNF, because you gets nothing, plus you give bonus points to the lap winner. The rest is up to you. Let's race. Sharky and JD Elst in the front row. And Sharky leading out the group into turn 2. The pack's trailing. Nice turn, pulling away, heading to turn 3. Oh, he flies off the track. Oh, man, here comes the group. And, oh, wow, JD flips his car, too. It looks like it's Taylor in the Challenger. He's going to take it. And Parisi takes second. Oh, man. First lap and sparks already flying. Scoring is 5 points for first, 3 for second, 2 for third, 1 for last. A DNF is a 0. The lap winner gets a bonus point for each DNF in his or her lap. Top 2 advance to the next round. So Taylor takes the lead with 2 bonus points. Parisi in second. Sharky and JD Elst have dug a hole for themselves. DNFs are so costly. Sharky and Parisi in the front row. Parisi, Sharky, Taylor, JD single file into turn 2. Parisi pulling ahead. More troubles for Sharky back there. Turn 3, and it's all Parisi with the solo victory. And then we've got Taylor and JD Elst. And yeah, we lost Sharky back there at turn 2. So Parisi and Taylor swap wins and create some distance. JD Elst is on the board, but Sharky is still looking for his first finish. Taylor and Parisi in the front row. Parisi, Taylor, Sharky, JD single file into turn 2. Same order, sliding sideways, turn 3, JD battling Sharky. Parisi flips. Can he slide all the way? Yes, he does for the win. Then Taylor, and here comes JD Elst. And oh no, Sharky flips again. Yikes. Well, with Parisi and Taylor finishing 1 and 2 again, they've locked up this round. Those two will advance. Tough rounds for JD Elst and Sharky. JD Elst and Taylor in the front row. And Sharky flips again at turn 1. What a heartbreak. Taylor, JD, and Parisi single file going down the backstretch into turn 3. And Taylor showing off that new rack and pinion steering, cruising to the finish line. Then JD Elst and Parisi. And just a tough day at the office for Sharky. So not much to say here, folks. Taylor and Parisi advance to the next round. Driving the 1970 Cuda in blue finish from Mini Mafia Racing, Dreddy. Driving custom auto from the Cliff, Wild Mike Noble. Daniel Bear McKay from Rabbit Shetland Racing is driving the Lamborghini Huracan. And from Team Cogspeed, driving the 94 Audi Avon, Jesse Sanford. Dreddy and Noble in the front row. Noble and Bear leading Dreddy and Sanford into turn 2. Dreddy now closing on Bear. Noble down the backstretch, turn 3. Now Sanford joins the melee. Here they come. And it's Noble, Bear, Dreddy, and Sanford. Great race. Well done, drivers. Tight finish, but Wild Mike comes out on top with Bear, Dreddy, and Sanford 2, 3, and 4. Dreddy and Sanford in the front row. Sanford leading out Bear, Dreddy, and Noble into turn 2. Sanford increasing down the backstretch. Bear and Dreddy chasing. Noble losing ground, turn 3. Bear flips. Sanford breaks free. Dreddy swerves around him. Noble just plows right on through for third place. Oh, and there's the Bear right there. So Sanford with bonus points pulls to a tie with Noble. Dreddy's only 2 back, and Bear is now 4 back. Bear and Sanford in the front row. Bear, Sanford, Noble with Dreddy trailing into turn 2. Bear looking smooth down the backstretch. Noble sideways. Sanford pulling away, turn 3. Bear control issues. Sanford closing, but it's Bear, Sanford, then Noble sideways. Andretti. Pretty tight at the top. Sanford, Noble, Bear, 10, 9, and 8. Andretti with 6, still in striking distance. Only 2 will advance. Noble and Bear are in the front row of this final lap. Noble and Bear in the front row. Bear, Sanford, Noble, Andretti single file into turn 2. Bear pulling away from Sanford and Noble. We lost Andretti turn 3. Bear leading. Noble's closing on Sanford. Fishtails him for second place. That is huge. Oh my goodness. And we lost Andretti back there. Here we go again. So Noble's coming up on the left side. Sanford tries to cut him off, but Noble clips his bumper, sends him right, then tries to run him off the tracks. The judges reviewed the conduct, but he's been cleared. So Bear punches his ticket to the next round, but thanks to that slick driving by Wild Mike, he is now tied with Sanford for that second advancing spot. Those two will face off. They'll race 2 laps, switching lanes. Obviously, the driver that wins both will move on, but if each driver wins, the driver with the largest margin of victory will advance. Noble with the inside lane. Sanford leading out Noble, skating sideways into turn 2. Now Sanford sliding, but still pulling away. Turn 3, no answer from Noble yet. It looks like it's all Sanford. He'll finish. Let's see where Noble finishes. And he comes in at 2.6 seconds behind. So Noble will have to win the next lap by more than 2.6 seconds to advance. Sanford with the inside lane. Sanford again leading into turn 2. Still pulling away. Trouble for Noble back there. Turn 3, and it's all Sanford to the finish and on to the next round. Driving the 2018 Honda Civic from Team Cogspeed, McKenna Ritz. Driving the 71 Plymouth GTX from Big Bishop Racing, Big Bishop. Kevin Rose from Jimbo's Diner is driving the BMW M3 police car. And driving the 66 Ford Fairlane from Jack, John, and Katie Racing, John Receiver. Ritz and Big Bishop in the front row. Receiver, Ritz, Rose, Bishop single file into turn 2. Backstretch, Rich and Rose closing on Receiver turn 3. And Ritz ramming Receiver, trying to get by, but Receiver holds on for the win. Rose 3rd, Big Bishop 4th. So Receiver with the early lead. Some chippy driving by Ritz for 2nd. Rose and Bishop 3 and 4. Ritz and Receiver in the front row. Rose flips early. Ritz, Receiver, Bishop bunched up into turn 2. Same trio down the backstretch into turn 3. Receiver rams Ritz. He pays the price. He flips his car too. That leaves Ritz leading out Bishop to the finish line. Huge win. And there's Rose on his roof. And there is Receiver on his roof as well. So big win for Ritz with 2 bonus points. Big Bishop pulls within 1 of Receiver. And Receiver's DNF after trying to ram Ritz at turn 3. Might want to let that one go, bro. Rose and Receiver in the front row. Receiver, Rose, Bishop, Ritz trailing into turn 2. Receiver flips. Zoinks! Rose and Bishop slide by turn 3. Ritz is still MIA. Rose is going to take it with Bishop. And where is Ritz? Ritz finishes 3rd. So Ritz still has a 4-point lead over Rose. Big Bishop is 1 back from Rose. And Receiver is 2 back. Big Bishop and Rose in the front row. And Receiver flips early. He's finished. Bishop leads Rose into turn 2. Trouble for Ritz back there. Bishop flying down the backstretch turn 3. No answer from Rose. And he takes it with Rose coming in 2nd. And wow, Ritz is off the track. And there is Receiver on his roof. So Big Bishop takes the series with that 2 bonus point win. Ritz with the DNF, but still holds on for that 2nd advancing slot. Driving the 69 Coronet from Norman Vern Racing, the V-Man Vern Davis. Driving the Toyota 2000 GT from Miniature Car Racing, Wes Cosin. Storm Trooperson from Hot Box Match Wheels is driving the 65 Ford Galaxy and driving the 87 Mustang GT from Adult Diecast Racing, newcomer Troy Wright. The V-Man and West Coastin in the front row. V-Man, West Coastin, Wright jammed up into turn 2, Trooperson trailing. Same trailer heading down the backstretch, turn 3. And it's V-Man holding off West Coastin for the win. Then Stormtrooperson comes in third, and we lost Wright back there at turn 3. So the V-Man jumps out with the bonus point victory. West Coastin, Trooperson 3 and 2, Wright with the DNF. V-Man and Wright in the front row. And Wright flips at turn 1. Oh, jeez. V-Man, West Coastin leading Trooperson into turn 2. And West Coastin flips. V-Man's all alone into turn 3. Oh my goodness, he'll take the triple DNF victory, and that is huge. So there's Wright, Trooperson, and West Coastin, boy, all on their roofs. So the V-Man laps the field with that triple DNF. It's looking like a race for second place at this point. West Coastin and Trooperson in the front row. But it's Wright pulling ahead of V-Man, Trooperson, and West Coastin into turn 2. Wright still leading down the backstretch, all alone, turn 3. Check that newcomer out. He will take the victory. Then it is West Coastin and Trooperson, and V-Man flipped at turn 3. Yikes. So the double DNF victory has brought Wright right back in the mix at second place, one above West Coastin. V-Man still has the commanding lead. West Coastin and Trooperson in the front row. West Coastin, V-Man, Trooperson, Wright single file into turn 2. West Coastin and V-Man pulling away into turn 3. And it's West Coastin way ahead. Then the V-Man and Wright and Trooperson. Oh, Wright just dips Trooperson at the finish for third. So the V-Man and West Coastin, they're your advancers. And the Moving On Club welcomes its first 8 members. Congratulations to Dale Taylor, Matthew Parisi, Daniel Bear McKay, Jesse Sanford, McKenna Ritz, Big Bishop, the V-Man, and West Coastin. Your Olympic dreams are still alive, and you're moving on to the next round. Folks, we're just getting started. So much more to come. Keep following this tournament. Be sure to hit like and subscribe for immediate updates. Check us out on Facebook at Slingshot 360 Diecast Racing. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at the races.